I got a delivery at work. Yay. So I'm watching the first episode of Singles Inferno. I might do a review of it on my main channel, like after watching all of it. But she brought me Thai rice and chocolate bubble tea. Day 2. What are we cooking? Spaghetti. So this is spaghetti with Dungaree's crab and jalapenos. I'm pretty sure Dungeness crab, one of the two names. So that's what we'll be making today. So I'll show you all the ingredients and then we'll get cooking. I have made that burger about 2 more times since I did the recipe, and I've gotten better at cutting. So that's good. Now I can cut vegetables. We'll see about that today because there's a lot of vegetable cutting today. But first is extra virgin olive oil. This isn't the specific brand they recommend, but it'll be fine. Obviously we have spaghetti. We need that. Then we have red pepper flakes, salt, green onion scallions, garlic, jalapenos, and the main ingredient, crab. So first thing I'm gonna do is defrost the crab. So we're gonna first, in my part, I'm gonna defrost the crab a little bit, and then we're going to apparently make the sauce, and then we're gonna boil the spaghetti, and then the sauce will be heated when we mix it in with the spaghetti, is what I'm assuming for my first read of the directions. So it says step 1, in a 12-inch skillet, combine 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil and all of the garlic. So we need 6 cloves of garlic, gently smashed and peeled. So I'm going to cut up these garlics, smash them, and get those going. Defrost for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to pause it and see how that looks, because I'm also going to be cooking in the meantime, so I'll have plenty of time to check back in on it. We have about 4 garlic cloves, but one of them is super thin, so I might do 7 instead of 6. I'm not even a huge garlic person. I just feel like it's better to have more than less in this instant. It's because it's not really a sauce we're doing. It says to just smash them gently, but I think I'm going to chop them in half and then smash them, just because I want to make sure that we have enough. All right, and this is our 7th clove. So I'm going to rinse my hand, rinse the garlic, and then I'm going to just chop and smash them a bit. All right, 7 pieces of garlic. So yeah, I'm going to first get y'all in frame a little bit more. Hi. Yes, I'm using a plate. I finally decided, since I'm going to be cooking, to actually get things to cook. So all of my kitchen supplies will be here the day after recording this, and then the rest of the recipes will be with actual cooking supplies. But what I'm planning on doing now is I'm just gonna cut all this in half, like so. Alright, and then it says to just smash them. I've never had to smash garlic before, so I'm kind of terrified to do that. Okay, according to a YouTube video, I'm supposed to smash it with my fist. Horrifying to me. So I hope this is what it means to smash them, because I'm just doing what the video said. And yes, I have the sharp part of the knife facing away from me, as I assume that's what we're supposed to do. Shockingly, okay, I've smashed it. Let me put the cutting utensil away. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if that's the best smashing technique ever, but they all have been smashed, and now my wrist smells like garlic. Beautifully. I will wash my hands before the next steps. But we're supposed to add this with the 1.5 tablespoons of oil in a medium heat pan, and then we're supposed to occasionally stir. Oh, this is my microwave, say hello. And then until the garlic is fragrant and lightly golden for about a minute. And then we remove it from the heat and then tilt the oil to one side. You add chili flakes to the oil, let it rest for 30 seconds for the peppers to get some flavor as well. And then add jalapeno scallions, white scallions, the white part of the scallion, to the pan as well. Return it to medium heat and cook it for 30 seconds. I'm gonna set the pasta now while I'm doing these steps for the sauce, because I feel like that is more conducive of my time than doing half and half, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna bring out all of the pots and pans. We're gonna move to the other side of the kitchen and get cooking. So the water is in, and we're gonna just put a little bit of salt to get a little bit of aggregate going for our water. That's very little salt. I usually do a lot more because I don't do ratios. And so we're gonna leave that. We're gonna cover it with its lid, let the water begin to boil while we cut the white pieces of the scallion on the other side of the counter. Okay, so it wants us to keep the whites and the greens separated for the scallions, which I will do. I will put the whites with the garlic because they're supposed to be in together. I also am only doing 1 jalapeno pepper instead of 4, just because this recipe doesn't say how many people it's for, but it's assumingly for like 6 people, and I'm 1 person. So I still kept the garlic ratio normal, but everything else is going to be cut into 1/4 of the recipe because I'm 1 person. So instead of 8, we'll be using 2, and instead of 4, we'll be using 1. So let me just cut off the ends of the scallions, and these are supposed to be thinly sliced. So let's just slice these up as well. Again, I'm new to slicing. Tips are welcome, critique welcome, but please don't hurt my feelings because I'm trying my best. I know this is like such a Kendall Jenner way of cutting stuff, so sorry. My cutting skills are okay. This is the first. As you can see, they're all cut, but they're all still attached at the bottom. So I will get better over time. Usually the first time I cook something, I'm not good at it, but then the second time, third time, I get really good at it. So here's hoping that's how this is gonna go. But all of the white scallions have been cut. That's a lot of scallions for 1 person, but okay. And then the greens are supposed to be separate, and they're added in at the end. Now the pepper is supposed to be thinly sliced as well, but I'm assuming they're supposed to be vertical, and we're supposed to keep the seeds.
Why? 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 Why?
Definitely not thin enough, but these will have to do. All right, so these are what that looks like. Yay, I'm so excited to have jalapenos in my food because I love spicy food. While this is happening, I'm going to turn on the stovetop, put the 1 tablespoon of oil and then the garlic to golden right now. All right, that's 1 tablespoon. We'll do a little bit more, but that is all the oil you need. Great. So I'm gonna let it simmer a little bit and add in the garlic. Oh. Okay, here's the smashed garlic going in with that. The water's about to start boiling, which is amazing, so the timing should be good. While I wait for this to golden, I'm going to just finish cutting these. I like to cut the jalapeno another way because I feel like this way makes more sense to me. So I've done it both ways because I'm not sure which way to cut it. Based on the image, it could be either of the two, but I'm gonna stick with this way because it makes the most sense, and this is still a lot of jalapeno too. Amazing. I was cleaning the counter, but now I'm back. You gotta clean as you cook. I don't know what celebrity I heard say that, but that's what I do now. Alright, I'm just gonna do like half a fistful of pasta. I think that's enough for me. And then I'm gonna put the rest away, and I'm gonna put all the ingredients we used away as well, so you might be seeing me going back and forth behind you. Alright, these are still not getting super golden, but they are getting fragrant. So I think I'm gonna give it one more minute, and then we will add the chili flakes to one side, and then we'll pour in the rest of our. Ooh, it's browning. Yes, good. Let's keep these handy because this is gonna be quick work. What it says is to take this off the heat. Okay, let me turn off the heat. I know I'm not supposed to, but for my cooking sanity, I'm gonna turn off the heat. It says take it off the heat. Tilt the oil to one side, so we're gonna tilt it to that side. And then it says to add 1 tablespoon of red pepper flakes. So I'm gonna do half a tablespoon of red pepper flakes on here. Okay, this is all the red pepper flakes I'm gonna do. Tilt the oil to one side. Pour in the red pepper flakes, as it says, to, let them do their thing in the oil for 30 seconds. Take them off the heat. I'll wait 30 seconds. I'm gonna hold it like this, so that way it stays separated from the garlic. All right, 30 seconds. Now, we can put it back onto the medium heat. I'm going to just push everything together. It doesn't say to do that, but I'm going to push everything together. And now, we just add in our scallions and our jalapeno. To leave it on the medium heat for 30 seconds once everything is in there. This is so much for so little spaghetti, so I'm gonna stop and leave whatever is left on for another time I cook something like this. Alright, it's almost done with 30 seconds, but I'm just not gonna turn it off. I'm gonna turn it to 1 while I check the recipes, next steps, and then we'll get to combining. Okay, update, I was supposed to put a cup and a 4th tablespoon, so I did add a little bit more of the oil and kind of just let the residual heat warm everything up together. I also added all the remaining greens that I'm not using today into a little container to use another time. Pasta's almost done, so we're about to start up our next step. We're also finishing the defrost of our crab while we wait. So up next, it says to take half a cup of our boiling water and mix it to create our sauce over here. Next is to turn this back on to medium heat, and then we're going to pour in all of the water that we saved. It was meant to be a 4th cup, so I got a little less than I intended, but now we're supposed to just constantly stir this for 1 minute. And then we're going to add our green scallions. We're going to add the last remainder of the olive oil. We're supposed to add about 1/2 cup of olive oil into this. So this is definitely a very greasy spaghetti. The drained spaghetti is waiting in this pan because we have to pour these into the pan, this mixture into the pan when we're done. So this recipe definitely takes significantly longer than the burger. The burger takes me about 25 to 30 minutes, whereas this takes me about an hour. Let me explain to you all how big this recipe is. In the recipe, I'm supposed to put this entire thing of crab in there. No, because I'm not eating this much pasta and crab. Henceforth, this recipe makes definitely enough to feed in like a large family. One thing about this cookbook is I wish they would tell you how much you make, because it doesn't say it's a serving for 8 people, 6 people, 2 people. The burger obviously was for 1 because it was a burger, but everything else was like, not the most helpful, which I kind of don't like. So now we're supposed to pour this into the pasta and let it kind of simmer. And once it's simmering, that means it's ready to add the crab meat. Hopefully I like this. If I don't, I'll be so disappointed. Because this was the recipe I wanted to do the most. I'm going to wash this pan while these two simmer together, but I'm going to mix them together first. This is a lot of jalapeno. Like, this recipe is going to taste insane with the amount of like whole smashed garlic. I'm very happy I cut the garlic in half, even though it didn't tell me to, because I feel like if I didn't, I'd be having a whole mouthful of like full pieces of garlic. So at least these are like halved. Since it's already simmering, we're supposed to add in the 1 pound of crab meat. I'm only gonna add like 4 packets of it. I hope that's enough. And we're just supposed to kind of like break them in. So I don't know how I'm gonna break these in. So we're just gonna do whatever our heart desires. And then I'll probably like smash them within the mix. Oh no. The way I broke these is definitely the wrong way. I'm definitely gonna have to remake this recipe a few times to get it right, because I don't think I got most of the steps correct. But it's not about its beauty, it's about its taste. Significantly more crab meat than I thought I would have in here. But let's add in the scallions, which they said to add everything except a pinch. So I'm gonna not do that and add what I think is a good ratio. I'm gonna try my best to make it look like the picture. Which, interestingly enough, the picture didn't show any of what was in here besides what I perceived to be the crab and the jalapeno. So that's always a good sign when pictures don't match reality. I should be doing this with my serving spoon. Hold, please. Much better. Okay. Let me get a bigger chunk of jalapeno like they did in the picture. They had something like this in the picture, so let's get her in there. Let's get another one in there. You just show the layering. And then let's add in some crab meat at the top. I'm just taking a lot. I don't know. Like, more is more, I guess. Okay. This is it. Comparatively to the picture.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Not even close. But yeah, this is her. We're supposed to also add a little bit more scallions on top, but I think this is more than enough stuff. Yes, this is what it's supposed to look like. So this is the expectation, okay? This is the reality. It's not the same. Also, I have no idea what this is, but this looks like cheese or something, or some sort of crusting. Like, these ingredients don't make sense for what I am seeing unless these are crushed garlic. There's obviously jalapeno here. I don't see any scallions. I'm assuming this is crab meat, but that's it. I see maybe these are like tiny red pepper flakes, but like I don't know how to get that with this, even based on following what they said to do. So I'm just gonna taste this for you guys. All right, let's see. This has a little bit of crab in it, a little bit of jalapeno in it. It's kind of good though. It's kind of good though. It is a little lacking, but that's probably my fault. But overall, I kind of like it. Like, I'm surprised that I like all of the elements in here. I'm grabbing too much just because I'm trying to grab a jalapeno piece. All right. Okay, why is this good? I'm shocked. It's actually good. After all the slander I gave you, the taste is actually pretty good. But yeah, so apparently I really like it. I'm going to enjoy it for dinner and have the rest for lunch tomorrow, I guess. But yeah, I will see you all tomorrow in, wow, my hair is bad. I need to flat iron it tonight. But I will see you all tomorrow and see you tomorrow. These beautifully sized jalapenos. Apparently I can do it better now than I did the first time. Like, look. Ugh. Proudest moment of my life. Cuts of everything today are so much better than they were yesterday, so I'm gonna just mix them all up and then make spaghetti. Basically, I don't know why I'm showing you guys, but I just want to show you my skills have improved. I told you the first time I do something, horrible. The second time, better. Like, look at the jalapeno. The jalapeno is my proudest achievement. Still practicing on the scallions though.